The Vatican's exorcism files are real and terrifying and mainly kept out of public view. This is part 9 of my Vatican series, and I'm just going to give you a word of warning. If you don't like this topic, I wouldn't watch this video. I am not an expert on the Vatican, but anytime I find something interesting, I am sending it on to you. So what exactly are the Vatican's exorcism files? They are official records of recognized possessions, exorcisms, and supernatural encounters. And they are compiled by the Congregation for the Doctrine of Faith, formerly the Roman Inquisition. The Vatican does not release these files publicly, although some have been leaked and many priests have spoken anonymously. Now, these are detailed case reports, transcripts of actual exorcisms, physical attacks and levitation, languages being spoken by victims who have never learned those languages, and predictions that would later come true. And there are also heavily guarded audio recordings. There is an alleged classification system that ranks the severity of possession. And if you've never listened to any of the interviews with Art Bell and Father Malachi Martin, I highly suggest you listen to those. He does talk about specifically the ranking system, and he has all these exorcism stories because he was once a Jesuit exorcist. Back to the classification system. Type 1, psychological mimicry. Type 2, confirmed oppression. Type 3, full demonic possession. And it's not listed, but Dr. Malachi Martin always talks about the perfectly possessed. And then we have type 403, anomalies that don't fit known demonic classification. Now, the chief exorcism of Rome is who handles these files. And that was formerly Father Gabriel Amorth. After his death, though, no successor has been named publicly. But many believe the work continues secretly. And here are some alleged 403 case files. Number 1, the entity from the wall, Germany, 1994. A teenage boy started speaking in mathematical patterns, drawing complex diagrams that no one could identify. He claimed that a being from outside the spiral of time was, quote, watching us through the walls. During the attempted exorcism, supposedly the boy's eyes rolled back in his head and he levitated sideways into a wall. Supposedly the priest doing the exorcism suffered a stroke mid-ceremony and then afterwards refused to talk about it. Notes from this case are allegedly locked away in the 403 file. Case number 2, the voice beneath, Peru, 2006. In a remote village, multiple people started speaking in unison in an unknown language, including elderly and children. When Vatican investigators arrived, they found a crater near the village that the villagers claimed opened from the sky. The alleged entities communicated in sound frequencies and not words. The case was quickly escalated to the Vatican and then shut down, with no follow-up reports released. Locals say the priests were never the same. And case number 3, the multiplicity in 1987. A nun in her 40s began exhibiting signs of possession, but with a twist. She began switching between multiple entities, each with a unique vocal frequency and dialect. Some claimed one of the voices spoke in reverse Latin, and it referenced Vatican internal codes that had never been released publicly. An attending exorcist said that there seemed to be a third intelligence in the room, which he described as cold, non-emotional, and just watching. The rite was abandoned. The nun later vanished from the convent, and her name was removed from official church records. Now, supposedly the Vatican has proof of these supernatural events, but they do not want to release them because of the privacy of the individual, which I get to a point. What are your thoughts? Follow along because up next I'm going to talk about the connection between the Knights Templar and the Vatican.